All right, we're about 14, 15 minutes away from the world premiere of the new show intro done by WollerVille, Mr. Waller's third grade class in Medford. So we're going to make that the world premiere. Kiddos looks like they're listening or watching right now. So yeah, there's Brandon Berg, sports editor extraordinaire, waving. Here, Brandon's already listened to it.
I like it.
So.
I think it's really catchy.
Yep. So with that, should we do the world premiere? Hopefully, you guys are watching and listening and all that sort of stuff. So,
Let's do it.
This is again, in case you're just joining us, Mr. Waller was my third grade teacher back in Medford. So he obviously he's got a passion for music. I remember one time when we were kids, or in his class, we did like a Christmas tapes. These kids probably don't know what little cassette tapes are now for recording, but that's what we did that. And I know Mr. Waller released a couple of albums too, so it was really cool. But so we're doing thinking about new intro. I saw that they were doing some garage band work. I'm like, hey, let's do a new intro for the show. So they did it. Kids did it. And now we're gonna do the world premiere. Thank you for the drum roll, because I don't have that sound effect. I should have done that. So, all right, here we go. Nobody wants to hear me talk anymore. The world premiere from WollerVille for the new show intro.
Crank it up. Get up! He's on his way. He's our man. The man, the myth, the legend. That's Dan. And now, the Dan Kasper Show.
All right, how about that, Brandon?
That's got me pumped for another couple hours of this.
Right? Let's do it, huh? Sorry, Dan Patrick. Let's do this. Big thanks to WollerVille, Mr. Waller's third grade class. Really talented kids, really talented teacher. But that was awesome. I've listened to that probably, I'm not kidding, 30 sometimes already this morning. Like getting ready at 4 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. And
because you're the man, just like they said. Man.
Brandon,
it's catchy.
It is catchy. It's very well.
I believe that's going to be stuck in my head today.
It is. G-Man's texting in. Awesome. So thank you again too. And and anybody, so they've probably heard, my stories like why you nicknamed Primetime or something like that is because of Mr. Waller. Did I ever tell you that story?
I don't know if you did.
So Mr. Waller would always play football with all of us at recess. And I remember it was an icy day at the playgrounds of Medford Elementary School.
On the frozen tundra.
I intercepted Mr. Waller. Heck, before the game, though, he picked teams. So you guys are like the 49ers, and I don't know what the other one was, but I was Dion. So he picked it, returned it for a touchdown. And I remember Mr. Waller, after recess, coming in, walks up to the chalkboard, game MVP, Dan Kasper. But the one thing I didn't realize till after third grade, so I would start turning in my assignments with Dion. I spelled Dion wrong the whole time. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it Dion. And it was finally I think I realized when I was looking at my cards, oh, I forgot the E. I forgot the E and all that. So that's the story. But it was so cool. Honestly, that was probably one of my very first introductions, passion when football and all that was that. Just to have a teacher to play all-time quarterback and play with everybody at recess, throwing in, that was one of my highlights as a kid, was doing that. And I know there's people that we still kind of joke about that, or not joke about, but talk about it. And oh yeah, I remember that time and all that. So, oh yeah, that was good times. There was a lot of good times over there. So I would love to go back and play a little football with those kids, see if they still do that at recess.
There you go.
Wait. That was did you ever have it? We had I'm holding one here, but it was a little bit smaller. We always had a Packer one, but it was a little bit smaller. Do you remember having those as a kid? It was the rubber like, I don't know what size you would call it. It was a little bit smaller than this though.
Maybe. I just remember we had a lot of, we had some like the regular, just like brown, I forget the brand, but
Yeah.
just a regular football.
So I think
and
it
then
was
sometimes some kids would have theirs that they brought in, kind of a thing.
Because I think it was my buddy Julian that actually brought that in for there. So we've got a few more listeners on the video stream. Should we play it one more time just in case somebody missed it?
Yeah.
Since it's a little bit short there, but we got a few people. Looks like they just jumped on. So let's play it one more time here. Your mom loves it, by the way, Brandon. She texted in.
Catchy.
Crank it up. Hey, are you ready to take? Get up. He's on his way. He's our man. The man, the myth, the legend. That's Dan. And now, the Dan Kasper Show.
All right, there you go. Fellow WollerVille alum using my class, Mr. Crass, texting in saying he loves it too. So there you go. There you go. I love it. I gotta go back. I